Oh, Ohio gozaimasu. I didn't see you there. I've just returned from an exciting adventure. Nagoya is a pretty big place. It's the 4th largest city in Japan, and by urban area, it's the 28th largest in the world, just behind Paris. As someone who lives on the outskirts of the 230th largest city, it feels even more enormous than that. Being here alone has been a humbling experience. Luckily, I happen to have a friend who teaches English in China, who's always wanted to visit Japan, so she flew over here for the better part of a week. Weirdly, I couldn't convince her to spend some of her only hours in Japan sitting around my apartment making stupid videos, so I had to wait until she left. One afternoon, after an awesome tonkotsu ramen lunch, we walked down to the Nagoya Science Center. We enjoyed learning about optical illusions.
What? No.
Fluid dynamics. Paleontology. Weather. Transportation, robotics, and much more. One of the exhibits showed the stages of human fetal development. Feeling dwarfed by the city already, it was striking to be visually confronted by just how small we all began. Then it was time to visit the main attraction, the largest planetarium in the world, where, unfortunately, no cameras are allowed. Now, you'd think that a trip through the stars would make me feel even smaller and less significant, and you'd be mostly right. Somehow, though, as the lights dimmed and the ultra-realistic night sky appeared above me, I was overwhelmed by the realization that it was the same night sky that all my family and friends were under at that very moment. Then, zooming away from the planet and all the way to the edge of recorded space, put everything in a new perspective. It made it feel like maybe I'm not so far from home after all. I'm just one tiny person in a tiny city, in a tiny country on a tiny planet. And that made everything feel okay. What's not tiny, though, is this huge bottle of Pocari Sweat. Oh god,